friends, welcome to the project table. So today, like I told you, we are going to be making a cherry blossom tree. So grown-ups, here is what you're going to need. You'll want some white construction paper. I'm using the really big ones. I don't know what size they are, but I'm using the big ones. I'm using a brown colored pencil. You can use a brown crayon, you can use a brown marker, whatever you want to use for that, you can. It just has to be brownish. I'm also using just a regular green sheet of construction paper. And then here's the fun part. I had to make pink paint. So to make pink paint, I mixed white and a tiny bit of red into a bowl. If you have pink paint already, great. And then I am using some Q-tips that I have bunched together. It doesn't matter how many. You can do 3 or you can just do 1. If you don't have Q-tips, your child can just use their finger and make the blossoms that way. But I'm using the Q-tips. They're taped together in a bundle so that they can go up and down. And then I do have a little bit of glue. So my friends, we have to make the trunk and the limbs of our tree. So you're going to need a grown-up to help you probably. Oh, you should probably put a paint shirt on since we're painting so that you don't get your clothes dirty. And if you have long sleeves, push them up to your elbows so that they're nice and safe and they don't brush in the paint. Okay, so with this part, you need a grown-up to help you trace your hand. You're going to want to have your hand out like this, your fingers out, because if they're all together, it won't really look like a tree. So you want them out like this, and you lay it down on the paper, and then with the brown, you're going to have your grown-up help you trace your hand. So there's 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3, 4, 5. I got all 5 of my fingers. And then it just comes down. So that is going to be our tree trunk and the limbs on it. I don't know if you can see it really well, but there's that. And then you get to color your tree trunk. Now, you want to stay inside the lines when you color so that it looks like a tree trunk. If you color the whole page, it won't look like a tree trunk. So try to stay inside the lines when you color. I'm going to color mine right now. Notice how I'm staying inside the lines. I'm not going outside. I'm staying inside so that it looks like a tree trunk. I gotta get those limbs. My fingers are gonna be the tree limbs. There we go. Got 3 fingers colored or 3 limbs on my tree. Girl, you could use paint any way you want to color this brown. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there's my tree trunk. Okay, now we're gonna paint the cherry blossoms on. So I need to mix up just a little more paint here. So I'm gonna show you what I did. It's quite a bit of white and then just a tiny little smudge of red, because if it gets too red, it won't really look like the blossoms, the pink blossoms. Here in Montana, the blossoms are almost, I think maybe in another week, we'll start having blossoms. And I'm so excited because it is the prettiest time of the year here in spring, in May, when the blossoms start coming. So see, I mixed it up and now it's just a little pink. So I'm going to use the other end of my Q-tip because those ones have already been kind of mashed. So I'm going to use this part. And when you're stamping with your Q-tips, you go down, up, down, up. You're not painting with them. You're going down, up, because the blossoms on a cherry blossom tree, they're usually all clustered together. So we're trying to make it look like those cherry blossoms. So I'm going to go into the paint and then I'm going to go down, up, and I'll get a little more paint on. And the cherry blossoms are usually just at the top of the tree on the limbs. So you don't want them to be down here at the bottom because that's not where the cherry blossoms go. They are usually up at the top on all the beautiful limbs. That was your fingers, but now they are tree limbs. Isn't that fun? So you just put them all at the top. Go down, up, down, up. I'm going to make mine go a little bit out just because the cherry blossoms are so pretty. Now you can leave your picture just like this. It looks beautiful. So there we go. So there are my blossoms on my tree. but I really wanted some green grass at the bottom, so I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm just going to rip some construction paper so that it kind of looks like grass at the bottom. And then I'm just going to glue it there at the bottom, just like that. You can rip it into one piece like I did. You can rip it into little pieces and then glue those onto the bottom. You can cut, or if you don't want to do grass, you definitely do not have to. I just like grass because it's so green and pretty, and I like that it is just a different color on my picture. It's bright. So I'm just going to put my green grass, the ripped side, right up there. I'll glue it down. And there is my cherry blossom tree with some green grass. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't it look like spring? Oh, I'm so excited for spring around here. I hope that you have some beautiful spring blossoms at your house or in your neighborhood. If you find some, send me a picture of them. I would love to see them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move over back to the calendar, and we're going to do our closing story and a little bit of a counting game. So I hope I see you over there in the next video.